Welcome, everybody, to another episode of In Lieu of Murder with Amanda Marie.
And I know it. Today we're going to be talking about some town hall meetings because shit's getting fucking lit.
Lit.
So I don't know if you guys know, but there's been some turmoil in town hall meetings across the United States because of all the things that are happening currently. And there's one that happened recently in Coeur d'Alene that.
Where's Coeur d'Alene?
So Coeur d'Alene is in Idaho, and it's like a super red area. It's a very red county, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play the video, but I want to get your opinion on it. I feel like it's super fucking disturbing.
Ever since the Roe versus Wade, so doctors are protected against having to be forced to do abortions. All right, hold on one moment here. Okay, again, you folks who are just popping off with stupid remarks, you're not taking into account the people sitting next to you. There's a bunch of people that came here to hear them. There's an opportunity for you to sound off, but not right now. And because you're not smart enough to know that, you're just crazy people. And what we're doing right now is just pausing while we escort. Get them out. If you can't be civil, get out.
Get up or be arrested.
So you know, folks, when our nation began,
Arrested?
there was some really.
You're gonna arrest her?
No, I'm not recognizing you.
What would you like to do?
So yes, we're going to get to him. We're going to get to him. I promise. We'll get
Yes, it is.
plenty of chances.
This is not a negotiation.
But you know, the problem is the folks. Oh,
I'm telling you to leave.
look at that. Oh, he's showing how intelligent he is
You too.
with all the fine words he has. This was an issue. They came here to disrupt so that the citizens can't hear. The reality is there's a whole bunch of great things that are happening. The problem is we got a bunch of rabble-rousers who just won't allow it to be spoken. So, you know, the thing is, what I'm doing up here is I'm simply over-talking you because your voice is meaningless right now. And we're just taking care of the rabble-rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with so many of the kids today? Is they want to behave and then not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. Here. Oh, no, I shouldn't be removed. I shouldn't be allowed to cry and yell and scream. I should be able to allow to interrupt.
Let's go. Excuse me, Sheriff Norris. This gentleman is assaulting me.
You out
this
now.
Man is
You
assaulting
out
me.
now. Let's go.
This man is assaulting me.
You
Is this
out
your
now.
deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy? These are deputies. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that?
Hey.
It's too bad that we have some 150-year-old Social Security
Just cooperate, it'll be 100 times better.
Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. You fucking piece of shit. You refuse to identify yourselves. Who are you? Who are you?
To come here today. I applaud them for doing so. Thank you for coming. But the problem is this. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to interrupt.
Well, there's other videos out there from different angles, but so just to put this into perspective, this is a
So
town
yeah,
hall
that's what I was
meeting.
gonna ask. I was gonna ask a couple questions because I know that the town halls are going on. I didn't hear what she was saying to upset them so much to need to remove her.
They were talking about like abortion's right, if I believe, because she said women are dying, because
Right.
and so she's opposing the legislation that they're trying to pass. And but that's what town hall meetings are for. Like, these are all constituents.
Nobody deserves to be
No. And since
that
when
crazy.
and since when being why is she being dragged out for
Of
speaking
a
her
town
mind?
hall. Isn't town hall there to give an opinion?
Exactly. That's what she was saying. Is this a town hall or is this a lecture? Because in a town hall, you're supposed to be able to voice your opinion. And there's a couple of things that are super disturbing. Did you notice that people were actually clapping?
Yes.
Not one single fucking man stood up.
Of course not.
That sheriff, he wasn't even on duty. And those men are not police officers. They're private security.
Oh, are they? Listen, you talk about a lawsuit.
Their
I need to sign up for our local town hall.
their ability to operate has the Coeur d'Alene has removed like the license that they have to operate in Coeur d'Alene because I know that they're fucking preparing for a lawsuit.
They have to be.
They were manhandling her, and is this what it's going to come down to? Like, now if I disagree at a town hall meeting, they're just going to start dragging people out and throwing them in jail? Like, where the fuck are we, 1930 fucking 9?
Well, and not to mention, listen, I don't care what nobody says. I don't. I understand that things have to be in order. I understand that things need to happen. I get that. Y'all didn't want her to talk out of turn. I get that. You know what I mean? And you wanted her to raise her hand. But she's allowed an opinion. And I don't care who, what, when, why, and where. If you allow a man to put his hands on me in public, I am putting a bullet in his head. Period.
And that is, damn, Amanda.
No,
I gotta
and listen, that's just me being real. Them people did not identify themselves.
No.
So sit thinking, and logically, she probably knew at that point who they were, but it doesn't matter. They did not identify themselves. And if two men think that they're about to put their hands on me and drag me out of somewhere, see, and those are the reasons. Those are and I know that Georgia is not a friendly state. But those are some of the few things that I like about Georgia is their gun laws, because I can promise you that there's no way two men are fixing to put their hands on me and drag me nowhere. You know, and listen, if I die, y'all sue, because if I pull my gun, I'm doing it because I'm in an unsafe situation. I don't know anyone personally that wouldn't have reacted the same way. Even people that are on the opposite side of the fence, I guess we can call it.
Mhm.
Even those people would have reacted the exact same way. They would have fought back. They would have, and this is a hard one, I know.
And you know what really pissed me off, Amanda? When the man there speaking at the fucking podium, he says, "Look at this little girl over here. Everyone, look at her. She spoke up and now she's afraid of the consequences." So should I be fucking afraid if I speak up?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And see, that's what it's coming down to. Like, I actually had a conversation with somebody, and maybe it was in reference to this. I'm not even sure now, but I had conversation with, like, I don't want to say someone in passing, but someone in passing. They're not like an everyday part of my life or anything. But they had told me it was an older gentleman. He actually
Mhm.
used to teach how to shoot out here at a range. And so he's like 70. All right. So
Yeah.
he's a lot older. He comes from a different time, a different world. Um, but he said to me, he was like, listen, I'm scared. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I think I'm gonna go underground. And I laughed and I said, well, what does that mean? He was like, all them people built all them bomb shelters all those years. Somebody's got to be selling one. But I'm starting to feel like that's the only way it's going to be safe in America.
Yeah.
And this is a 70-year-old veteran who has taught shooting guns since he's been out of the military, who is raising an autistic son.
And
If
that's
he's scared, I'm scared.
yeah, no, it's now there's been so many fucking town halls and so many people that are speaking up against what's going on right now in America, and a lot of a lot of town halls are actually being canceled because they no longer want to hear from their constituents, because this is not going to get better. And if it's frightened to see that, for one, now we no longer have free speech, but if you do decide to voice your opinion, that
You're going to be dragged away.
you're going to be dragged away. And not only that, every fucking person, and I'm sorry I'm cursing, but every man and woman in that town hall, I hope that they don't claim to be fucking Christian. Because
Oh, and then people listen. It was hard for me because if I'm correct, didn't that man say to two people sitting next to her, "Y'all two are going to be removed also"?
yeah.
Do we know if those two were later removed?
No, they weren't removed. I think they left on their own. I'm not sure, but I don't think they were removed. But they were part of the same group, so they all went together. That her and the two other women that were there went together. Um, and it's just, how are we normalizing this type of violence against someone just because they're speaking up? How is this normal?
Oh, it's by far not normal.
Then why is nobody there, not one single not only that, but they were clapping and cheering because of what was happening?
I would love to tell you anything positive at this point. But if that's the direction that all this is going, we're screwed. Because next time it's not going to be a woman that is physically capable. Next time it's going to be a woman that stood up there in the 30s and 40s and fought for women's rights. So you mean to tell me you're going to physically remove a 70-year-old woman out of there?
If she,
Because if you
speaks up
put
her
your hands on
mind.
my grandmama, and I feel like everybody should feel like that. Like it is never okay. You want her to shut up, you want her to leave, okay. Okay, you can talk to her, but you could talk to her like a human. You don't have to say, "Hey, da da da." You can literally just walk over and be like, "Hey, we're going to give you time to talk in about 10 minutes. Can you be quiet until then?" It's literally that simple, instead of, "Hey, your opinion is different than mine. Get out."
Yeah.
Where do we
It,
sign up for the town halls at? At least they're
um
going to random ones.
there's
Go in
definitely
like
some
North
happening in your
Carolina.
state, at least for now. And I just want to, so the Coeur d'Alene, the town hall did make a post regarding what happened.
Oh,
Um, and they basically blamed it on her practically entirely. They are the city prosecutors are going to dismiss the misdemeanor battery citation issued to the Post Falls woman, because she was issued a misdemeanor battery citation.
oh,
So she was the one that apparently she's the problem.
Oh, this really, really bothers me.
It really bothers me, and it bothers me a lot because I at a time where our voices, and I want you guys to know that this, everybody watching, your voice matters. Like,
Yes.
we are the many. The ones in power, they're nothing without us.
Well, and
So,
listen, there's a lot more of us than them, y'all. We could jump them.
yeah, we definitely can. Now, before we let you go, I found a town hall from your state, and this woman is so eloquent. I do want to go ahead and share it because you know what? Georgia is doing their thing.
Ever and tyranny will rise. I believe you know the rest of his speech. Something about give me liberty. It's clear from all the writings of our founding fathers that our great republic was never meant to be ruled by a dictator nor a king. So you can imagine my shock and pure horror when I woke up to find that our president had given himself unprecedented executive powers, and then within a few days named himself king to his followers. Tyranny.
Jenny, do you have a question for the Congress?
I do. Thank you. Tyranny is rising in the White House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, congressmen, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
So that's a town hall in Georgia, and let me tell you something.
Y'all notice ain't nobody go pull her out of there, right? Because in Georgia, our gun laws are free carry. We ain't got to register. They knew if they touched that lady that she was gonna shoot them in the head.
That's funny. But I mean, what she said, and it makes me so, like, it almost gives me chills to see all the people stand up and clap for her. It's like the complete opposite from what happened in the other town hall. So it's the people have power.
Right. And that's
Nobody's
exactly what it is. Like if you and that's the thing.
nobody's going to drag her out of there, because if somebody tried, I don't know if it's the gun laws, but I know for a fact a lot of people in that town hall would have stood up and stopped it.
Correct. And that's so, and this is what I was trying to kind of understand about the other town hall. Like, you know where your city lies.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, if you come to exactly where I am, this is Trump Central. And sometimes it's a very hard thing to deal with. However, the flip side of that is there are a lot of people that have moved into this area from surrounding states because it is such a beautiful area to live. And it's changing. It's changing big time. But I'm not going to show up to a Trump rally. You know what I mean? So the biggest thing about before you walk into a town hall meeting is knowing your surroundings and knowing who's there with you. And I only say that for your own safety at this point.
Yep.
No, if you walk into a town hall and you're going to speak up, you need to make sure that there's enough people on your side to back you.
Yep.
Because if not, you're just going to create havoc for yourself, which is sad.
Yep.
Or you can call me. I'll go with you. You may have to pick me up. I like to drive.
Listen, out of this, before we let you go, I want you to know a couple things. One, there is power in numbers. If you go to a town hall meeting, if you go to a rally, wherever you go, try to stay safe and make sure that you're around people that have similar views as you. And two, what happened to that lady is not okay. It's never okay.
No,
It's never okay.
absolutely not.
And the third thing that I think I forgot, but I will remember here in a second, is that young people. I know that there's a lot of people, you for one, Amanda, like you're not super political. Neither am I, to be quite honest with you. But what's happening here right now is unprecedented. It's like completely unprecedented. It's crazy to me that this is happening in America. To be honest with you, it's almost like it's a dystopian. It's almost like we're like in a dystopian novel at this point.
Listen, I feel like we're on the Truman Show and all the other countries are just making fun of us.
Well, the other countries are making fun of us. But what I'm trying to get at here is that younger people, I know that you think that what's happening will blow over, but unless something is done and this administration doesn't get their way, unless we push them to not get their way, and we make Republicans see, like the Republicans in Congress see that their constituents are not happy, unless we stand up, this will no longer be a democracy. Trump's administration has clearly stated that they want to end the democracy. There's videos of them saying that. There's videos of them and the people in their cabinet saying that what they want to do is end the democracy. Project 2025 is real. Go look at
Right
it.
now.
Yep.
Y'all like and subscribe.
Yes. Bye.